Hello, everyone, and welcome. Sean's lost his shit. He's gone. He's done.
I'm in a silly mood tonight.
We have had shenanigans behind it. Why is my camera now like not? Excuse me, camera. It's got a big head in here. Anyways, I've lost track of where I was at. Welcome to Roll for Damage, where we are always very professional and things are working smoothly. And yeah, this is our Scales Above game, episode 2, The Island, where this lovely group of nerds, a lot less nerds than usual, since two are too busy to spend time with their friends here.
One is taking care of a personal matter. The other one is also taking care of a personal matter.
We need them to look like the assholes, not me. Now I look like the asshole.
Too fucking bad.
As the DM, I never look like. Never mind.
Motherfucker.
So
on brand.
Good job, everybody. Great start. Great start.
Welcome to the Scales Above, my homebrew version of Rise of Tiamat. I think I've changed it from, Rise of Tiamat adjacent to it's just like my homebrew world, loosely based off Rise of Tiamat in this campaign. Sean, tell us about yourself.
I am a human being named Sean. I am Sean O'Donovan. I am the creative director for Paradise Productions, me and Shannon's nerdy home, where we create CTRPG content and other nerdy stuff. You can find us every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern time for our flagship show, Advantage in Paradise. We just had a really cool, not sad at all episode last week. So it's going to be really fun. We're in kind of like the third act of the campaign, so it's a really exciting time. So feel free to join us there. We've got recaps that you can easily catch up in a day or two. So yeah, we do other stuff there too. And I'm Sean, and I'm playing Oryx Solaris, who is not a human, who is an elf and has no soul.
We did this before, and I just want to see if you've managed to pull it together. Now, can I get you to say, my name is Sean O'Donovan as Auric?
We just did this. I want to play D&D.
I want to see if you can do it.
I want to get into the game.
My name is Sean O'Donovan.
Does it still feel unnatural?
Yes, because I was prepping it in my head, and in my head I said, I am Oryx Solaris.
As we were testing the mics before, Sean spent minutes falling apart, not being able to do that. So you've come a long way, and I'm glad. I'm proud of you, boy.
Feel good.
Anyways, tell us about yourself, Shannon.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Shannon. I'm also from Paradise Productions. I am our community manager. So I do a lot of social media stuff. You can find us at Paradise Pro on Twitter and Paradise Prod on everything else because just nothing was available.
Blank accounts. They've got nothing. No content. Just our name.
And Sean is so over it since we've rebranded last
Definitely
October.
calm.
So over it. We, like Sean said, we have shows on Monday. We have a video game stream on Tuesdays called Another Play in Paradise. We have Sean's stream Relaxing in Paradise on Thursdays, although that's every other week or so because grad school. And oh yeah, the Sean and Tina Power, the other show that we do on Sundays.
Most powerful hour on the internet.
Yep, that one. Where we recap the previous week's episode and sometimes have heated debates about bows and arrows, which was great. It was very great. So yeah, come join us in Paradise. We'd love to have you. And you can find me at S4E02 on all social media. And I'm playing Sloan, who's really, really mad at Oric right now because he's being a butthead.
Fair, okay. No, I'm not going to touch that. Arron,
Hi.
tell us about you.
Hello, my name is Arron. I'm all fuck.
You can't even do it normally now.
I am known as Yaroshian. I am the creator of How to Be an Adventurer, which is a Danmachi, or is it wrong to try and pick up girls in a dungeon parody series. I am also the director, producer, and dungeon master for D6. Which we're on our current campaign here on Roll for Damage, which is D6 Black Archives, where I take a bunch of friends from across the internet to play and do some D&D stuff. We are currently coming back this week after a 1-week break due to scheduling stuff. But yeah, I look forward to seeing you all on Sunday in the chat, because it's about to get more spicier than usual, because we're about to do a heist. Yeah, and tonight I will be playing Ignis Brimlight, your favorite divine soul sorcerer.
The only divine soul sorcerer. Anyways,
I ain't seen any other divine soul sorcerers around
exactly.
the game.
So, anyways, can I get Shannon to do a little recap?
No.
A little dance.
I'll dance for sure. I can put my tap shoes on, but
Sing and dance, but no recap.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I am not good at it.
Dance.
That I can do that while somebody else recaps.
Arron, recap me.
All right, so last time on the last episode of Scales Above, as our adventurers, or as we adventurers, as we adventurers try to make it into another island, hopefully to not burn down this time, we set sail. And during our experience, I believe, what was it, the Marins? Marins came after us. Marius family was kind of pursuing us, but not really, trying to make it to the port. When they realized that Ignis showed up and said that this boat belongs to a one Yako, they turned tailed and ran. And also there's some back and forth between everyone and Ulrich. It is just Ulrich with a cat face and a bunch of fucking knives. And unfortunately, Sloane, trying to knock some sense into him, got some sense knocked out of her. And basically vaulted out of a mythical mansion. Yeah, and gravitated around, unfortunately. All the while, Seren and Nia were being very personal to each other, and Seren reaching out to Nia, looking for actual family members, and being very kind and polite. At the end of it all, everyone's really upset with Ulrich, and we're all trying to get to the new town as we make our way to apparently sex on the beach.
Yep.
Am I wrong?
I mean, you're not all heading for sex on the beach, but there was definitely someone heading
for sex on the beach.
But they also portaled out, and you guys are kind of, the boat's just pulling up to shore. And they are nowhere nearby. And in a bit of a huff, given how Nia was a little bit untrusting and then emotionally sort of shaky last week with everything going on, she has sort of just gone and locked herself in her room to let you guys do the initial scout out of this island.
All right.
So, you are on the deck of the Iridescent Dancer. It slows down and sort of grinds up against the side of this island, some pebbles moving around. And you can see that the island has sort of like where you've pulled up is just like a hill of like rock underneath with just a few loose pebbles on top. It's not really like a sandy beach. It's more like almost like a worn down, smooth, volcanic sort of thing. As you get there, it is hot. There is some jungle pushing up a bit further up the beach when you go more inland.
My temperature.
What was that?
My temperature.
Yeah, but also no, because it's just this hot, humid, like as you're sitting there, like just all of you will start to break out in sweat. And you can just sort of like smell that sweet rotting vegetation smell that jungles and things have. Yeah. As you were coming around, though, you do know that if you follow this island around to the east, you will find a small port town. At least what looks like a port town.
Okay.
And I'll get you guys just like a retroactive perception check to see if you notice any other landmarks, features about this place.
This port town is the one the other boat went to. We just went around to not land where they were, so we could go to town without getting into conflict.
Yeah. You never get into conflict.
Cool. Oric has done nothing wrong ever in his life.
No.
Odd. I got a 12.
A 12?
Eternally distracted. I got a 9.
9.
9.
What is this? Perception?
Perception.
Yep.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As you were pulling up and around, you did see between the trees and the outcroppings that there is a fairly large temple at the peak of this like large hilled sort of island. It's not too opulent or anything, and you can see that no one else could really see much of it. They might have just noticed there was a building. There's lots of waves and ocean motifs around it. It's a temple to a sea god or ocean god of some description. That's it. There is a holy place here for the holy man, should he want to be holy. Wrong god, but still.
It's also a place for a blasphemer to blaspheme.
Yeah. Or just anyone to get, blessed.
I mean, I'm gonna go there either which way. Sounds like my kind of place.
Okay. So, with the setting sort of set, are you guys going to stay on the boat or jump off and make your way downtown?
I look around, I'm just like, well, shall we? Man.
Are we going into the town or the jungle?
Well, we should go in town first. That is Enoch. Well, we should go into town first.
Certainly lovely isolated location. Fair enough. Let's go.
I push past him on the way.
Do you just
As long as this is the perfect opportunity for you to fulfill what you stated below. You wanted to protect me. We're in a hostile, strange place.
I wanted to protect the old Oric. This one I'm not so sure about.
Oh, interesting. I will take note of that.
So, Sloane, do you just leap over the side of the boat to land on the shore?
Yep.
All right. It's a fair drop, but I'm not going to say you take damage. You're a big, burly tank girl. You land on the ground. Just for me, make a dexterity check. Make it a save.
Sure.
Make it a dexterity save.
Dex save.
With that loose stone.
That's an 8.
Now, do barbarians get any bonuses to dex saves?
Oh, wait a minute. I have
Get
advantage.
advantage.
I have advantage.
If they know the danger ahead,
That's
they have
better.
advantage.
19.
19.
That's
So
better.
you land, slip a little bit, and you just put your hand to the ground and keep going. You don't fall over or anything, but you kind of like, as the hill lands, keep on going up. Are you guys going to go downstairs to get the gangplank to push yourself out? Or are you guys just both going to jump off the side of the boat as well?
I got wings, so
Yeah.
fuck.
So big fiery
I'm gonna
set of wings and a halo shows up, and he just a couple flaps from him, and he's on the shore. Now with you, because of the moisture in the air, it's just psst all the time, just
That's cool.
steam, and it's like obscuring your vision here. You feel like anytime you use anything fire related, it's going to be a lot weaker. Just because the moisture is going to put out your flames and interfere.
That's
magic.
not how that works.
Yeah, I know.
Not
so
scientifically.
See how
Good
this
thing this
goes.
is a fantasy world.
So anytime you roll anything for a fire effect, you have to re-roll the highest. Like if you roll max on a dice, you got to re-roll it.
Well, it's a good thing I have methods.
Yep.
Oric will begin to walk off the side, and as he takes a step and drops a few feet, he will misty step to the bottom and just continue
Okay.
walking.
So there's just this as he effectively apparates to the bottom. All right. So you're all moving uphill, and the jungle gets more and more dense. You can see there's lots of every now and again there's like statues of sort of sea creatures. They're half humanoid, half sea creatures, and you can tell they're sort of guardian statues to the gods, or heroes of the faith that's here. This whole place seems to be one big island dedicated to this sea god.
Do since I'm proficient in religion, do I know what god this is?
You could make a religion check.
Can I join him on that?
You can either give him advantage as you guys talk, or you can pretty much I don't like when like multiple people roll for a knowledge check. Usually I just like let you give advantage, or you can let Arron or Ignis be the one that takes the roll, and Oric gives him advantage.
Given Oric's
Give
current
us
state, I
two
don't
different
believe he's very
answers.
cooperative.
2 different answers might be a possibility.
I didn't roll that good. I got a 13. I rolled a
I
3.
got a 21.
Okay, so
Not gonna use this dice tonight.
it's effectively the same thing as if one person had rolled with advantage. But anyways,
Thematically, we would not help each other in the story right
yes,
now.
I
right
get
now.
that, and that is fine. So, Oric, being an elf and one that has wandered around, you would know that there is an ascended sea elf that became sort of a demigod and lord of the waves. He is more or less the god of anything to do with sea life, sea creatures, and anything to do out to sea. But it's more about the natural side of it. But he also has a small domain in trade. Since you spent a lot of time reading and learning since getting to Etredale and then moving out, Ignis, as Oric is muttering to himself about this sea elf demigod, you don't completely recognize what this stuff is, but you know he's wrong. This is not that particular. There's no iconography of that particular god. There's no link here, because these aren't mermaids or I can't remember the name of the creepy fishmen.
Tritons.
No, Tritons. The Sao, whatever.
Oh, Sauhuin or whatever.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So yeah, like those are all humanoid, amphibious, people, but none of those are here. These are a bit more a blending of the creature and the humanoid. A man with a shark head, a lady with a fishtail, a monstrous humanoid with fins and webbed fingies.
Is this the iconography of like not that god, or is this a different god? That's the
You're not really sure. It's almost like, make a history check.
that's what religion was for. But
I know, but make a history check.
13.
Okay. I will say that you know enough to be a lot of this is very crude. It's almost like cave paintings and stuff you've seen. Or read about. It's as if some old tribe or culture was making just a crude statue of what they thought should be a god or a protector.
Okay. Good to know. All right.
As you're moving along, you swear you get the sense that you're being watched. You guys have enough passive perception, I think, to feel if something is about, but I'm not sure if you're actually going to find it if you look.
Something is watching us.
Need that. I want to look around.
Mm-hmm. Make a perception check there, Shannon.
Mm-hmm.
/ Sloan / Scarlet.
22.
Yes, Sean.
I would like to summon Gladstone.
Okay. Little. Do you get the feather out?
He's just in a. I've already
He's not
done
dead,
the full,
right?
Like,
yeah, cool.
He's not dead. He's just away, and I don't need to do
he's
the
on
full
your
ritual
shoulder
right now.
As he sort of like almost unfolds from a singularity, just this, and he's there. And as he is just looking about, he also is gonna. Would you like to roll a perception check for him?
Yes, yeah. All Orc's gonna say when he arrives is, "Fly about, find who's watching us."
Okay. So far, no one has seen anything. You just get this feeling. It's like the forest has gone, or the jungle's gone a bit too quiet.
Natural 20 for Gladstone.
Nice.
Which
Okay.
for total is 23.
Gladstone doesn't see anything.
Wow.
He's flying about, and you see him like dive down a few times, and he's just got a small. Have you anyone seen Peacemaker? Eagly? No? Okay. So just every now and again he dives down and then just drops a small like creature at your feet, like a gerbil or something. I don't know.
Oh no! The second he drops the first one there, Oracle will dismiss him immediately.
Okay.
Oh.
It's like he opens his mouth to say something, and into the singularity he's gone. Okay.
Let's not spend too much time on this. Let's get into town as soon as possible.
Perhaps it's the statues themselves.
Can I get you to speak a little louder, please, Arron? You're just a little bit quiet for me.
Arron or me?
Arron.
Okay.
And I'm just going to try to fix my Sirenscape to not be so loud in my ears.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
Yeah. As you cast the spell, what level's Detect Magic? It's a divination spell, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah. You kind of feel the energy of it come from far away and flow through you, and as you get this sight to look out, the entire place here is glowing brightly. This whole place is very magical.
Can I discern the school of magic, or is it all sorts?
It's like you're looking at a flickering multi-hued fire. It's just everything. And around the base of it is this just glowing gold, which you can associate with divine magic.
Yeah, figured. This place is riddled with magic, divine magic. This temple must be more important to this god than the condition would say. We should not spend too long here. Get our goods and blessings and leave.
I'm already stomping towards town.
I was following short behind.
Okay. So
Orc will kind of linger for a few moments, staring at each of these statues and just kind of like doing that thing a distracted elf does where they're like walking backwards with them, but like looking at everything and taking it all in before the detect magic goes away.
Okay. Make a perception check, Auric. That's you.
Okay. Gonna use Gladstone's nat 20 dice.
Did you roll another one?
I did.
Oh my god!
So
Excellent.
This is my dice tonight. Oh, for a total 25.
You get the feeling that the statues may have been watching you as you passed. There's like a faint, almost gleam to the eyes of them as you are exiting the area.
Oric would make one last eye contact with one of them and just whisper to himself, as expected. And then he'll turn around to join the others.
Okay. As you start exiting the jungle area where it's being sort of cleared back a bit, you can see this port town moved through. The port town is a bit weird. It's actually built on wood that has been like completely lifted off the island. Like they don't want to have any buildings actually on it. Should there be a landslide to take out the wooden legs, but it seems like they almost hope that they would have enough support to then just like kind of like float on the water should they be pushed out to sea without being just completely taken out. And the same thing happens with like the way where the boats plot. There's like a raised jetty, like a good 5 meters off the water that then just has like little landings that go down to where the boats pull in. It's not a very large town. It's not like hugely industrious. There's a huge mix of cultures. You can see some Australians. You can see different ships from the from Etredale sitting in the port, and there is a raised sort of dais in the middle of wood and stone, which has 2 people dueling on top of it. their version of the fighting pits is raised above the town, so anyone who wants to stop and look can actually see it, but it's not on the ground. There's also there's what look to be sort of adherents of a faith practicing up there as well, and they have these they're wearing these like long flowing robes of blue and white, but their weapons are flambergés, like great swords with that sort of like wavy pattern to them. And it's sort of, they have these very flowing motions which stop and start and then like crash down. Like it has this very sense of, they've almost like trying to imitate the ocean waves as they fight.
That's cool. I'll kind of watch for a second and then turn to the two of them. Well, really to Ignis. That is where I will be if you need me. And I stomp off.
I'll follow closely behind just for a bit.
You're a gambling man. It's wise to join her.
I don't gamble. I make the right
Seems
decision.
odd for a man of faith.
And I follow slow closely behind.
Okay.
And I do want to go up to Sloan and try and have conversation.
Can I get
You'll have
you
to stomp with me.
to make a little perception check here? Ignis, it's a very low DC, so don't be too stressed about it. It's just
Okay.
see if you notice things.
I mean, if my passive beats it,
Just roll anyway.
that's gonna be a 17.
Yeah, cool. There's signs about the place. Some are very worn, some are not. You know, you wouldn't really have been paying much notice most of the time. But as you're kind of like looking around and trying to keep up with Sloan, who's just ignoring everything and stomping towards the we're not going to call it a fighting pit. We'll call it the fighting platform. You
Battle
notice.
barge.
Pardon?
Battle
Battle barge.
Battle barge. Yes.
I like that a lot.
Sorry, it's off the top of my head.
You will see that there are a lot of signs that say no violence or aggressive actions or offensive spells to be used on this island under any circumstances. Penalty of death if found causing problems.
Uh-oh.
Not for this group. Huh?
Why do they have a battle barge if they said no violence?
No violence in the streets. Maybe all the violence happens at the battle barge.
Okay.
You will, as you catch up to Sloan, she gets pretty close to the bottom where like the staircase goes up to this. There is a sign there that will be saying, and there's probably a man speaking to another person in random language because so many people here, explaining that, you know, if you wish to pay a fee, you can only fight up there. Nothing you do up there must affect the ground of this island.
I can't read, so I just keep going.
Yeah, you're gonna have to actually pay the entrance fee and get up there though. So I guess you're waiting in line.
I'll pay
Yeah.
for the both
Yeah.
of us. I'll pay for the both of us.
Auric will go up to Sloan before she completely stomps away.
Do you
And Auric just kind of like he was just gonna say things, and as soon as you say that, he kind of stops, like confused. As much as your lack of perspective is causing you to feel intense feelings of anger, I would hope that you would know that we can't cause death and destruction in this place. We need to be able to leave. But here, there's something to help make sure that you don't lose it too much.
I don't need anything from you.
Just sitting in the background going,
Done. And Oracle will have cast Gift of Alacrity on her.
That's the initiative advantage, right?
Howdy Raiders, thank you very much for the raid. We appreciate it. Stick
Thank
around
you.
if you want to see this party be at each other's throats, because right now they're not being
We're
friendly
not
to one another.
friends.
And one more thing, Sloan, before you go, perhaps this will open your mind. And
I'm
I'll
walking.
cast Fortune's Favor on her.
I don't want your stupid magic.
It's too late. You're seeing all timelines.
Okay, so you, as you get Fortune's Favor cast on you, you see instances where you knock opponents down and then carve into them, where you hack them apart in battle. Others where they submit and you stand above them and let them live. There's one where you kick someone off the platform, and they hit the ground and you like dive after them. There's a couple flash through your mind of the entire island sinking.
That's just distraction.
and I step over. Would you like for me to assist?
With what? She did stuff already. I don't.
Directions.
What?
Directions.
What do you mean directions?
Obviously, you have a choice. Yes?
To fight or not fight? I'm going to fight.
Well, yes, I expect you to fight, of course, but do you want to kick somebody? Do you want to just cut some motherfucker?
I can handle the motherfuckers myself, thank you. And I start walking.
I am aware. Like, I'm still closely behind. It's just like, listen, I know you are extremely frustrated, but listen, I would like to talk to you because there are matters and discussions, and you're the one that I haven't talked to the most. It seemed like Seren is the only one that's willing to listen to my problems as well. But
You want to talk right now?
I would like
She's
to
walking
talk-
up
I would,
towards the
Is that
fighting
what-
platform.
I'm currently, we're having this conversation together. Yes, I would like to talk with you right now. I feel like you have a lot of complicated emotions that I feel like I might be qualified to listen. I'm somebody to easily confide in. I am, in fact, a holy man, so, confessions can come wherever they are, and I'm here now. Come
Thank
speak
you,
with me. Yes.
Itness.
Yes.
What do you want to know?
And by the time we get to the top, I'm assuming there's like seats and stuff. Like, yeah.
No, you just stand in line, because as it goes up, it just splits into two things that spiral
Okay,
around
so it's
it.
like it's like a theme park kind of deal.
Yeah,
All
you
right.
just fight
Okay.
whoever's opposite you, and then it's
I'm getting caught up in this too.
Yeah, I know. And
it's
then
fine. It's fine. I'll
the whole town
cut
can
him-
like see the platform because it's going
Yeah.
up on the hill. This thing's just kind of out there, so anyone just wants to stop
Yeah.
and watch, they can.
Okay. Is magic explicitly off the table for this, or can I use some form of magic?
If you're going up there to fight,
yes. course I'm
yeah,
fighting.
it's mostly as long as it doesn't hurt the ground, doesn't touch the ground, it's fine.
Okay, nope, that's fine. Understandable. And so like we're just like kind of in line, and it's like kind of back to back, away from other people, just having this conversation. So I start with, so tell me how you are feeling. Just plain and simple. Give me your
I am mad. I am very, very mad.
That's clear, but with detail.
Very, very, very mad.
Okay, that's that's already we're already at that point. But like, and by the way, like I'm like smaller than her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then you hear somebody like,
So, like, I have to, like,
next,
yeah,
and like
yeah.
the one ahead of you goes in, so you're next in line now, Sloan.
I don't know what else to tell you. Oric was very mean, and I'm mad at him, and I don't know if I'll ever not be mad at him.
Well, given his circumstances, you're allowed to be mad at him. You're right to. It's a natural human emotion, or planewalker emotion. Anyways, you are understandably angry. And
Very angry.
Yes, his usefulness is without a doubt, and I know how much you care. And you're angry because you care. Because imagine if you were indifferent. Imagine if there was no emotion at all. It would hurt a lot less, wouldn't it? You wouldn't care. You would just feel nothing.
It would be easier not to care.
Well, a lot of things would be a lot easier, but easy is not the thing that we're made for. We have to learn to grow. We have to learn to feel this feeling. And then we have to learn how to develop ways to confront it.
Next.
Now go get him, Tiger.
And
We'll talk more after I'm done.
A bald, sort of dark-skinned humanoid comes up to you and just looks you up and down like, are you here to fight to the death? First blood?
Starting to me.
Yeah.
What do most people do?
This one just wants first blood, but if you live through the fight, you can stay longer. You can fight the next one and see what he says.
That sounds good.
Accidental deaths do happen, but try to. And he just looks at the size of your weapon. Pull your punches.
Please pull your punches.
And he just sort of.
Pulled my hand back.
He's already like walking to the side.
That's right. She doesn't know what that means.
And he throws his hand up and then
Not good with metaphors.
slashes it down.
Yep.
And the guy opposite you, he's got sort of like knuckle dusters, but they go down the back of his arm. It's like a gauntlet, it's like a cestus, and it's like a bladed thing. He's coming
That's
at
cool. That's cool.
you. So, roll initiative.
Add 1d8 to that. While she's rolling initiative, Nova, is there like a place where people are watching this from the other areas of
There
town?
is on the floor a small like park almost that has some it's almost like a raised botanical garden with just like seats around the outside that does have a clear view of it because it's slightly higher, but you have to go quite a way up the hill to get there, and there are people talking and looking and watching.
Great. Oric will head there.
Okay. What did you get for your initiative?
I got the 27.
Oh shit, he got a 6.
That means I can go twice, right?
No. You have action surge. If you want to go twice, you can go twice. So he sort of steps in and he's like stands in a ready stance, fists up. You can do what you want.
Sloan just sighs a really big sigh, and I think she's now realizing like fuck, it's hot. So she's gonna take off her little bear shawl that she always has, and so she's just got her shirt on, and she just kind of like takes the sword and just kind of like steps forward and swings like a baseball bat.
Just like flat end, just whack.
Yep.
What'd you roll?
Not good. 13.
Okay.
Oh wait,
Fortune's
I was just gonna say, I'm gonna do that again. Fuck. 14.
No, that's a
14.
waste of.
That was a waste of fortune's favor.
Waste of perspective.
She's forgotten to rage, forgotten to reckless attack, and now she's missed. Hello? You were just telling me before we started about how you misplayed a previous combat by not raging. So let's see. So you miss with your first attack. Would you like to make a second attack?
Can I rage first?
Yes.
Okay. Bonus action rage.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. That's 26.
Yep, that'll do it.
12 points of slashing damage. Wait.
Is that
15 points.
good? Okay, so the first one he kind of just ducks under and he goes to throw out a punch, and you've just stopped the blade, like not letting the momentum follow through, which takes a lot of strength with a big weapon, and immediately just yank it back towards him, and he's not ready, and he just kind of like throws the gauntlet up, and you just shatter the entire gauntlet. He takes a step back. He's just like looks at you. What are you? And tries to come forward. Is that the end of your turn?
That was 2 actions and a bonus action. Yes. And in response to...
Yes, continue.
I was going to say you can action search. Just really.
No, it's the first round.
Kill him.
In response to his question, what are you? I am very mad.
Okay. Your AC is not 15, is it?
No.
Oh no, for him then. As he sits there and he throws a punch out with this. He hasn't got his other weapon now, so he sort of throws a punch out, and he's worried about getting... I mean, I wouldn't. It's got a big blade on the front and just loses the top half of your hand. But throws a punch out at you, and he's like misjudged and just kind of like falls short. It's like he's a bit scared to get close to you after what you just did. And it kind of just sails past you, and then you cross a backhand, you just sway back. That's his turn, and he's now in trouble.
All right. As I sway, or as I went back and come forward, I'm going to use that momentum to come at the other side and try and break his other gauntlet. It's a 12 for the
She
first
did
hit.
reckless attack again.
Fuck! No, I'm doing it. I'm recklessly attacking.
How you feeling over there?
I'm actually raging.
I'm watching this and I'm all like, "Whew."
I'm distracted.
Yeah, Ulrich is
Very
watching this
mad.
from afar, and he's just sort of whispering to himself, well, perhaps I should feign more attention to her so she doesn't become too violent.
Make your second attack.
I will be doing this one recklessly. First of all, 14 doesn't hit, right?
No.
It's been a while. Okay, that's
You just get to
21.
roll with advantage when you recklessly attack, so you might get a crit.
I didn't, but it was higher.
You look so angry with me for pointing that out.
I'm mad at the. I don't know what I'm mad at. I'm just mad.
Okay, roll your damage then. You have successfully hit
Hooray.
the guy.
7 points of Well, 7 points of slashing damage plus 3 rage, so 10.
10. Okay. You sweep your weapon back and he tries to like dodge aside, and you just kind of catch him in the chest with the flat of the blade, and he just gets launched off the edge of the platform.
No.
And makes a bit of a
Whoops.
yelp as he hits a roof on the way down.
That's going to hurt.
About 4 or 5 people that are next in line just turn around and go down. There's another challenger if you wish to take it.
Yeah. I'm just getting started.
They step up, they turn around to face the water, and they start praying, and this guy from the side yells out, "You have a 1-minute reprieve! If you want to go talk to Ignis or anything, you can."
Mm-hmm.
I look over at Ignis. Is he calling me over? Yep.
Yeah, come here.
Stomp over.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot of stomping this
No.
episode.
Very stumpy.
You're doing good, kid. And
That took that's Katya. That took like 2 seconds.
Yeah, no. Keep going. Here,
I'm not even sweating.
I think everyone's sweating, but like you're not sweating in the traditional way. Anyways, here, and I pat pat Sloan's shoulders and I cast guidance.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. And it's just like if you feel like you're about a little ways there, just feel the light, and you got it. All right, get back out there. And I turn her around and I like slightly push her.
Try to push me, but you cannot push her.
Like the corner guy in a boxing match.
Yeah. You're doing great, kid. You're doing great.
As you step back, Sloan, you hear this voice in your head.
Oh no.
No, not from him. And the guidance gets burnt off you.
Itch.
What if I needed that?
However, you feel this sort of like red tinge come across everything. And you can, as this person stands up to look back at you, you can almost like see the blood flowing through his veins. Your weapon sort of feels hot in your hands, and the god that you have bound yourself to gives you its own guidance.
Which is
The same thing. It's just he doesn't want another
so
god touching you. He's like, no, bad.
Gotcha.
Bad Sloan.
Gotcha.
Rolls up the newspaper.
Damn.
You also are gonna need to make a wisdom save to not finish this opponent off when he's down. I mean, you can just choose to if you want to.
Roll for it.
Push him off.
18.
Yeah, I'll leave it up to you then, but you don't have to. The last thing is you're going to get a single use of a D8 smite to this fight somewhere.
Cool.
All right. This man stands up. It is a paladin of some sort.
Another holy man.
Yeah, another holy man with a greatsword coming at you. Roll for initiative. For fuck's sake.
Oh yeah. 27.
Yeah, so you beat the 3 I rolled. Cool.
My modifier beat that.
He's in some reasonably heavy armor, and you get to strike first as he holds up his weapon in front of him and starts to pray, and you can feel the moisture in the air getting thicker, almost like you're moving through water right now. But go for it.
I can I see him hold up the sword, and I kind of like I don't say it because Sloan doesn't know the expression or the expression, but she kind of like has that's cute kind of look on. So she walks forward. I imagine she was holding her sword by her side, and she just like spins it up into her hand and just runs forward and is going to try to just baseball bat and everything today.
Okay. As you get there, make your attack roll. Are you attacking recklessly? I'm going to help you this time.
Do I need to re-rage?
No, I'll say it's fine.
Okay. All right.
Being nice to you.
I was going to recklessly anyway, but thank you for the reminder. That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. That fails to hit him in his full plate. You kind of swing in, and he sort of just turns aside, parries the blow, so that most of the force just scrapes along the armor, and you hear this like that horrible sound of like metal on metal screeching.
Yep. I hate that sound.
Hear that for me.
Yep. Yeah, thanks. I heard it. All of it. All right. Second attack. There we go. 27.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Okay. I was going to say, if that doesn't fucking hit, then I quit.
I'm out. And she sleeps.
6 points plus 3, so 9 points of damage. That sucked.
So, you hit him, and you sort of like, this time, you scrape the armor and you just cut into the pauldron, just take a chunk off, and he sort of cocks his head at you and raises an eyebrow.
Oh no, he gives me the expression back.
He, as an action, is going to channel divinity, and this entire area starts filling with water. It's just flowing off the side, just pouring out of his blade, and actually filling up this area, so that you are now in difficult terrain. And yeah, effectively. And he is not. He moves as if this is air, and you move as if you're swimming. Or in, like, you know, chest height water. It's quite hard to move.
Wow, that filled up fast.
Yeah, especially since you're on a platform and it still seems to just be there, just flowing off the edge constantly out of his weapon. And then he's going to move 30 feet back from you. You can make attack of opportunity if you wish.
Yeah. Oh, I don't think that's gonna hit. No, if the 20 didn't hit, that's not gonna hit.
Okay. He's just gonna comment, there is something living inside you that is wrong. What?
The only thing that is wrong. I just said I'm angry. Does nobody understands the meaning of the word?
I do.
Okay, it's your turn.
Your local hype man.
All right, I'm
I
using a
have to
different
open
dice.
something up. I'm sorry if it covers up the stream, but I'm just gonna check.
That is a 24.
Whoop. Whoop. It's over there.
Yeah, yeah, yes,
Yes, 24 will do.
yes. 10 plus 3, 13 points of damage. Oh, wait. He moved 30 feet from me.
Yeah, sorry, you're in difficult terrain. Can you catch up to him?
Yeah. No, because
No,
my
he's-
speed's 40.
So it halves down to
So-
20. Cool.
Yep.
My brain was on opening up this thing to check
Yeah.
something.
Yep.
So yeah,
Nope,
you
so can
20
I
feet forward.
that attack? Just use it on the next one.
you can throw something at him.
I don't have anything to throw. Well, okay, I have 2 hand axes, but I'm pretty sure I've used those in the past and just haven't taken them off my sheet.
I will say that you pick them back up if you would like to.
Great. So then, yeah.
Feel like you need this. All right, so you throw, you hit. It's a D6 damage, not your D12 or whatever it is.
Yep. That's 11 points of damage.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, that's a good roll then. He takes the axe sort of like to the chest. And he just. This could be a lot easier.
I don't like talking when I'm fighting.
You can make another attack if you wish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm letting you draw these freely.
Recklessly.
You can do it! Hide!
Have you used that guidance yet?
No.
It might be the difference. What did you roll?
Yeah. What did you roll?
17.
No, she can't.
I
Even
think
before
you
it's
might-
21.
yeah, no.
21 missed before. So he sort of shrugs. And rushes towards you. He's going to use his class feature Crash, which is as he swings towards you, that area that's full of water, like a wave comes up, and it's going to try to knock you down as he hits you. So, 19 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Yay! Okay. He does. You take 8 plus 4, so 12 slashing and 2 cold damage. You're raging, so it's all halved.
Am I resistant to cold? Yeah, it's all damage, right?
And you need to make a strength saving throw at disadvantage. DC 18.
Okay.
Just telling you the DC makes it easier.
Nope. 16.
You are knocked prone.
Does that mean I'm underwater?
Yes. With his second attack now at advantage because you're prone.
Well, I was reckless. He had advantage anyway.
Can you recklessly attack? It's a melee attack. Has to be recklessly attack, right? Not
and I threw. Well, I rolled with advantage, but still didn't hit, so it's fine.
That's fine then. He hits you, and he's going to charge a smite into it. So, you take 8 slashing damage, and then 2, 3. Where's my other dice? I've only got 3d8s. I've only got 3d8s. I'll pick it up in a sec. 5, 11, 16 divine from the smite. And as he's kind of like pins you to the ground with this great sword, you do not have to continue this. You could stop any time. Give up.
Nope, Sloan doesn't give up. No, that's not gonna hit. That's 20. For the first one. There we go. Let's see if I crit. I don't. 26.
That hits. Roll damage. Don't forget you can add a smite to it if you wish.
Yeah, see, I'm trying to be cool and save it for natural 20 that hasn't happened yet. But 13, 16 points of slashing damage.
Jesus, you do so much damage.
She's not even great weapon mastering.
I know.
But this guy's got really high AC, so
Yeah.
Forgot all about that.
that would probably not be a good idea in this
So
situation.
you just swing up and he just takes the Kopesh into his like ribs, and you just the armor dents and he sort of grimaces and coughs up a little bit of blood to the into the water, which just instantly like flows away.
Does that not? Can I stand up again?
Not unless
Be
you
not underwater.
your entire move is to stand up. So yes.
That's fine.
So you stand up
And
and
just
you
standing up, dripping wet, and just raging.
make a wisdom
cool.
save for me.
Okay. 13.
So as you like stand up and just like roar at him. Your jaw, nose, and cheekbones shatter and extend out, and you can feel the fur start to push out of your skin as you start
comes the bear.
transforming.
Uh-oh.
Here comes the bear.
Here comes the bear.
He just looks at you like, you are possessed, demon. And he's very calm about everything. This whole place, you've seen that a lot of the people from here with the ocean water sort of like religion they have seem to be very just centered. The opposite of you.
It's pissing me off.
Yep. So he's going to he's going to use another class ability. This is a paladin subclass I made a while back, to create a bit of a whirlpool around you in the water.
Okay.
It's his entire action, and you get an attack. No, I get attack at the end. That's you did recklessly attack, right?
Probably.
Could not remember. So 18 doesn't hit, does it?
No.
Okay, so you just take the cold damage. You take 5d6 cold. 14.
It'll feel good because it's hot.
24 points of damage, half for you to 12. As this like whirling water starts like sort of like knocking you about a little bit, but you're so, as you're like growing and like you can feel your skin and muscles tearing as you get bigger.
Crack.
Yeah, you're not actually being knocked off your feet.
Good. I'm a big bear.
He is now. There's like a look of concern in his eyes. It's your turn.
May I call forth Shadow Barrington?
You can.
And make Shadow.
Just a bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. To appear behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I forgot how to do all my features.
Is can't you don't you have like a certain number of charges to attack with him when you attack?
I have Unleashing Incarnation. Yeah, whenever
Is that
you take the attack
is it a special action or a bonus action?
It's special. It's no action. So I'll attack.
Oh, so as long
first
as you
and then-
attack.
Yeah. So I'll attack first, and then the Shadow Barrington will attack. So here we go. Still reckless because that was a 2. That was a 26.
Hits. Just roll all your attacks out for me.
Okay. 21.
Misses.
Do you still have that? guidance?
For the echo.
Ooh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh no.
Can I smite with my echo?
You can.
Yeah, because it's technically an attack from you. It's just from their position.
From their Good. Okay. You got a pencil?
Hold up.
Oh, such a teacher thing to say.
You're
Okay.
gonna want to write this down, son.
Okay, so we have, go with your first attack first, the one that didn't crit.
15 plus 3 is 18.
18. Okay, your next one, which has the smite on it, and I didn't tell you this.
Oh, yes.
Well, you said you're waiting for an extra 20, so I assumed you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I forgot my second one missed.
As you are swinging it out, and you smite, you see the figure of the bear sort of shimmer. Like inside it is this sort of like wild, barbaric, bloodthirsty man with hair that like falls down to like chest level, and it's just swinging out behind him, and he's sort of almost big enough to fit like inside the bear's, like shadow bear's skin, and he's like swing the axe. This is the original form of the possessing
Orcine?
creature.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
you'll get 2d8 plus another 2d8 for the smite. I know I said 1d8 before, but because you're doing it from the god's spirit, congratulations. And then you get what, 2d6s or d12? What's your weapon?
D12.
Brutal critical also.
Oh no, don't tell her that, Sean.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
Barbarians, man. Barbarians,
Ignis is
man.
the in-character hype man. I'm the out-of-character hype man here.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
New
we
additional
both
weapon
want to
damage.
see.
Damn.
We want to see
Okay.
her succeed.
Okay. Okay.
That's the
Okay.
whole point.
Okay.
so you've
I
got
need to write this shit
3d12s, I believe, and then 4d8s.
4d8
Yeah.
for the smite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 3d12.
3d12.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Is there anything you want to say
no.
or describe
Yeah,
this
3d12,
attack?
yeah.
Just because it's kind of your big, like this is your moment attack.
What'd you say?
Any way you want to describe this attack as you're doing it?
Oh. So I had just like stood up out of the water and dripping wet, breathing hard, and the bear face started to form, and I could feel my body growing bigger, and I'm just gonna lean into it, and I'm going to two-hand, well, I always two-hand the Kopesh, but really two-handed this time, and with a roar like a bear, going to try and like cleave him in twain.
Okay, so can I
If
just
you don't
double check?
kill him,
Are
you should
you
totally action surge.
are you 13 levels barbarian, 3 levels fighter, or
Yes.
you actually get 4d12s because you get brutal critical 2 dice on top of your
Well, isn't it 1d12 at its base?
yeah, and then you get another d12 for critting, and then
So
you
then-
get 1 brutal critical dice,
Oh,
and
you're
then
right.
another
You're
brutal
right. It
critical
is
dice.
4d12. It is
Wouldn't it be
4d12.
wait? Wouldn't it be 5 then?
No,
1d12 for or regular attack, crit. Where the fuck did the other one come from? Never mind. 4.
This is what you think when your students are doing maths.
Where
the fuck did that come from?
Christ. I don't. All right, let me roll some shit.
Yeah. Let's get through the rolls, and then we'll get to the narrative.
48, 4d12 plus strength,
and-
and oh no.
Plus 8.
Do you max out the roll, or do I just roll twice? I forget what you do
just
for
roll.
crits.
Just roll.
Just roll.
Just
Okay.
roll.
Oh, that's the one. Talk amongst yourselves.
Hi. How is everyone?
Oric is just at like a concession stand, and he's just like, "Do you have anything that is just sort of bland and flavorless that provides all the nutrients I need for the day?"
They have these little rice balls wrapped in seaweed, and at the center is like a sweet meat.
Damn, onigiri, right on cue.
Yeah, if only he could appreciate it.
Yeah. If only.
I guess I imagine if you didn't have a soul, you would just like binge on like anything that just instinctually seems good. I feel like you would
Soil
you'd
it.
binge eat.
I'm ready.
Okay,
All right,
tell me.
what's the damage?
44 points of damage.
That includes your static damage of strength and rage.
Rage and
That includes my rage, yes. I rolled a couple of ones on the D8s.
Okay. Shame you didn't Great Whip Master. All right. So
she wouldn't have hit. Oh, wait, with the crit she would.
with a crit, you would have. Okay, and then you've got, so you did 18 with the regular attack, and then 44 with that one.
And just because I'm mad, action surge.
And you also get to make an attack as a bonus note. You brought your shadow out, so it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Yeah, but you also, because it's another attack action, you can use a special action to attack with Shadow Barrington again. To have 3 attacks.
I'm just making sure this man isn't dead. All right, continue.
Remember, you have that 1d4.
Kick his ass. was like, man, it's gonna be like this. I really hope the turn comes
23?
soon.
Hits.
All right.
Go on,
First
throw a
attack.
Great Weapon Master out there just to see.
Right. No. Nope, that missed it. That missed. Missed it.
Miss it?
Missed it. All right, this is my echo attack. Come on, baby. 22.
Hits.
Yeah. Okay. Great. No crits that time, unfortunately.
Go on, roll your 2 damages. I'm very scared.
6, 11 plus. Wait. Nope. Yep. 11 plus 8, 19 plus 6, 25.
Is that for both of them together?
Are you doubling your proficiency and all that, or your strength
Rage?
and all that? Yeah, are you doing it twice because it's 2
Yeah.
attacks?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so that's both your attacks. Okay, let me just quick maths.
Oh, I
this.
forgot you have +4. I always think you have +5.
Oh
for your-
no. Well, then add a 2 to that because I thought I had +3.
Oh, is that needing to be added to everything retroactively?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Every time I've done rage damage. Yep.
She hasn't done enough, so I'm just gonna go back and
were
just.
you
Oh,
doing
it is
your-
no. It is +3.
No, it's +3.
It is +3.
Oh,
It is
I hate you
+3.
all.
I was talking about your strength modifier. I forgot that you have 18. I always think you have 20.
Oh. I see.
So I
Right.
always- yeah.
Anyways, now that we're back to the game,
Doesn't matter.
so it's 25 points of damage.
Is he down yet?
So you smash him once and sort of drive him to his knees, and he's like blocked, and you brought it down, and then the next one just smashes into the blade, shoves it down, and carves fairly deep into his chest, breaking the collarbone. And you see the armor sort of starts hanging off, and you can just see the open wound gushing blood. And then with the next attacks, I'll make this really gross for you. As opposed to pulling the blade out and attacking again, you just saw it forward and then back once, and it just like deeper, and he just falls onto his back and starts to slowly rise while looking at you.
Brutal.
And he's going to burst his lay on hands onto him, and it just heals up.
Stay down.
Then that's cheating.
And then he's going to move past you and stop 25 feet away. And you are going to take 5d6 cold damage from the whirlpool. So, oh my god, 7 plus 9, 15. That was terrible. 15 points of cold damage. And you need help. This is not normal. What is wrong with you? You need to see the priests. Exorcise whatever is causing this.
I am flipping him off from afar.
We already tried that.
Okay. He is standing 10 feet from the edge of the arena. Make a wisdom saving throw, please. At disadvantage, because you've already started transformation.
Ooh.
6.
Oh no. Oh no.
I just boot him in the chest and kick him off.
The rest of your skin just kind of sloughs off as you become the big barbarian. And you can now do whatever you want to do.
Anything I want to do?
I mean, within reason, we're still playing a game on Twitch. Don't go nuts here.
Okay, like you just did as I just sawed a guy's shoulder in half.
I mean, I was being just, you know what? Continue.
Shannon commits tax fraud.
Yes, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I force feed him 6 keys of cocaine. Enjoy. Like, there's certain things you shouldn't do. But,
All right.
you know, anything within reason.
Okay, well, let me know if this is without reason.
Barbarian, super reasonable.
I will stomp slosh through the water as a bear.
You're now large, so the water doesn't slow you down. Continue.
I forgot I grow taller. Fuck it. I pick him up and kind of like, you know how you can give somebody a burn by twisting their arm.
Yeah.
Anyways, I would like to do that, and then I would like
To his whole body?
Yep. And I want to then like throw like whatever's left and just kick it off the platform.
You know as well, I believe, when you take on the transformation, you get a bite attack as well, right?
Cool, I'll rip his head off.
No, not like that.
Okay. So, I want you to make a strength check with advantage, first of all.
Or whispers to no one in particular. This is exactly what I didn't want to happen.
All right, you said strength check. That's a 23.
Can I?
Okay. Can I get you to make a attack roll with advantage, and then I'll get to you just a second, Ignis, after this attack roll.
26.
All right. What was you going to say there?
Can I try and persuade Sloane to not kill this man?
The problem is she's not listening to anything. Like, that's the whole point of his wisdom saves. Like, she's beyond
I'm
reason
not
at this point.
Sloane.
Yeah, she's a.
Can I
Aggressive.
Also actively killing him right now.
to not kill this man?
You should have done that about 3 turns ago, I think.
You can tell you what, for the purpose of roleplay, yes, you can definitely try.
May certainly.
Let me try.
Yeah, I know.
This is it. This is the one. I do not want you to kill this man. I just want you to throw him off the barge, the battle barge.
Battle barge.
Motherfucker, that's a natural 20.
Okay.
With a plus 10, making it a 30.
Okay.
Please don't kill him.
Slow.
Please. I cannot believe this.
What are you going to say to her?
Sloane, I know you are very angry. But you have to use it in the right way. You have to actually use it to protect people and then kick this guy's ass. But don't kill him. Just kick his ass. Deep down, I know you can do it. Use rage in the right way. Let the burning in your soul be the right way.
That's what I said.
Yes.
Would you like to try to listen to this and try to take heed?
Yeah.
Okay. Make a wisdom save.
Disadvantage or straight? Or advantage?
It's pretty fucking persuasive.
At advantage.
Come on.
14.
Okay. You guys don't know what I'm doing mentally here, so it's fine. I'm happy with this. Sloane, you had open your mouth and you sort of shake your head, and you watch Ignis as her entire body shivers. And while she's got her claws in the man, and she was twisting, and she had her mouth open to bite into the head, she turns towards you, and the jaws open wide, stretch and sort of like break back, and this man's head is inside. Sloane is not here right now.
Please leave a message.
And with a twist and a rend, He is thrown off the platform.
Make myself throw up.
And then the head sort of like snaps back shut.
I knew it.
You blacked out there for a second, Sloan. You just all of a sudden there's no enemy in front of you. Maybe he ran away, maybe you don't. Make an intelligence check at disadvantage because you're raging crazily.
That's a 4.
Okay. We're going to move this scene along so the others can actually do something. But more or less what happens is you charge the line of people in front of you, and the more or less every fighter here is just running up to try to take down the crazy bear lady.
I put myself between all of them.
You can put it. You can try to stop the ones coming up behind you, but the other side is still going to be running.
To us?
How far away are they from? I'm pretty far away, right?
Yeah, you're about 120 feet straight, but it'd be more like 300 down than 100 up.
If I were to be like trying to get there.
Yeah. As the crow flies, 120.
I am centering myself along with Sloan. God, you do this.
It did nothing. What are you talking about?
I am going to use Wall of Fire on the battle barge. However, I'm going to transmute it.
Okay. Into what?
Good.
I am going to transmute it into... Just want to double check and make sure. Because basically, I'm about to probably make this a giant fucking speaker. Into thunder.
Mm-hmm.
So it is just a wall of sound keeping them out while we are in.
Okay. Yes.
Being as I'm just in range, I'm gonna put an entire wall of force around Sloan, because she might kill Ignis in this state, and Auric, this has gone way past Auric's desire for this situation. So I will cast a wall of force, a dome, just like I did to Madness. Right, Madness. It was Madness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you completely mastered Wall of Force?
I have
so.
because I did. Yeah, it's healing word and Wall of Force is the last one that I mastered.
Okay. I'll get back to you later about a force cage. So it's called learning. You're a wizard. You do that.
You're a wizard, Auric.
Yes.
As the wall of sound basically goes up, you could literally see the air and the water still and kind of vibrate.
Yeah. And you see people as they run into it. I'm going to change how this works a little bit. It's kind of like the old Incredible Hulk thing where they the waves just pushing out. So as you do it, anyone that runs up to the wall just gets fucking sent, as if they've just been sonic blasted back.
Ignis, if you were to turn to look at Sloan, you would see that she's surrounded by an invisible barrier that I imagine visually kind of looks like, from the outside, kind of looks like the shields in the new Dune, where there's just sort of this shimmer of Sloan inside, and it's this gravitational wall of force. And
I imagine Sloan is just smashing at the walls, trying to get out.
Yep. 100%.
I'm just gonna stand and stare. Nobody can get to us. I'm just gonna stand and stare and just softly say, "It's okay. It's okay. I'm right
Sun's
here.
getting real low, big guy."
Yeah. I'm right here. You're safe. There is no threat.
Am I back to myself yet? Do I hear him?
He's a bit muffled. You do hear him. you are still angry and raging, and this war god's pushing you. You got into a fight. You know what he's about. So, can I get you to make a... You're going to make a perception check, but you're not going to use wisdom. You're going to use your attack roll for it.
On the hunt.
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hovering off the coast in the distance, you see a black-winged angel just watching you, and your war god starts to ramp up while your brain is listening to Ignis, and you can tell, I think you can tell that Oryx's trying to help you here. He's put up a wall. You've seen him do this sort of stuff before to like lessen damage to save people. He's trying to help you. Your friend is, in a way, still reaching out to help you. Whether he actually is or not is up to him. But you've got these two people here working for you. So as opposed to a roll here, I'm going to let you choose which way you want to go with this. Know that you did promise yourself to this war god, and there will be heavy repercussions no matter which way you go with this.
I think I'll first see the angel with the dark wings and feel the rage heighten more, but then I'll hear Ignis, and then I'll realize that Oryx was the one that put up the wall, and I will, still slashing at the wall, I will slowly sink to my knees, and eventually the slashing gets weaker and weaker, and eventually I'm just on my knees, just head in my hands, sobbing.
As you start to revert, and you can just hear the steady drone of Ignis trying to calm you down. Just keep talking, Ignis, in a low voice. Just say nice things to Sloane as I continue this description. And he really has been there for you to calm you down. Shadow Barrington kneels down in front of you as your form recedes again, and you've got like brand new sort of like white skin, you know, because your old set sloughed off. And you can see the man inside the shadow sort of, you feel him physically cups your jaw and like lifts you up to your feet.
Mm-hmm.
Good start.
Uh-oh.
Next time I expect more. And we have a job to do. And he looks out towards the angel. And then he just sort of like steps into you and disappears. Ignis, what are you saying to her right now?
I see a crying
Barbarian.
yeah. And like does the field manage to die out at a certain point for you?
It would take, Oryx would leave it up for the full extent until he gets there.
I am just gonna sit down, crisscross applesauce, and I'm just gonna continue sitting there. It's all right. It's okay to be angry. You can be angry at me too. You can be angry at Oryx. You be angry at yourself. But I think we'll always forgive you. And I'm okay with that. You're still
Barrier
good
goes
on
down
the
at that
inside.
point.
Yeah. And kind of just almost to beckon to say, can come and lean.
I don't want to crush you.
It's all right. I can deal with the weight.
The whole time you were talking, I would be looking at you, and I have the bloody tears that are always there, but there's a ton of like real tears as well, and just listening and like hanging on to every one of your words and wanting to say I'm sorry, wanting to say I don't like this was a bad choice, but her words are stuck right now. So she'll just kind of like put her head gently on your shoulder.
Yeah. And I kind of just like slight head nudge. It's just like, it's okay. It's okay with me. I think everyone understands you in any way they possibly can. But that's
Footsteps across the battle barge. You hear as
Yeah.
Orlando
Arron
approaches.
as
The
well.
wall is still up.
Yeah.
The wall's down now, but as Oric has
His-
arrived.
Oh, but your
Orcs-
wall's still
orcs
up,
My
right?
wall's still up.
Oh, your wall. Okay. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I think it's good that you fight. Because you care. I think it's good that you're angry because you care. But I think you also deserve to be happy. You deserve some peace. When all you do is spend your entire life fighting for reasons beyond reasons, you begin to lose reason at the end. So, perhaps it's time to start fighting for a new reason. And then focus on it. Not because somebody else told you so, but because you wanted it. And I'll be there for you. I think everyone will be. And kind of just do a slight head pat. Pat, pat, pat. Are we good?
The whole time her crying like was lessening and taking breaths and nodding, and all she'll say is, "Thank you, Ignis."
You're welcome.
Is Oric able to come up, or is your wall completely encircling you?
It's completely encircling the
Cool.
battle barge, but at a certain point, I think once she's, purely focused, I drop the wall, and if there's any motherfucker that comes up here, I'm gonna yell at him and convince them to leave us alone.
Oric is gonna walk as soon as he can. He will walk up immediately, tersely, affectless, and just look down at Sloane and Ignis's arms and just say, "Are we finished here?"
I wanted to try and get my swings in, but I'm not sure if there'll be any challengers left. I mean, I think I got a few points up on you. And as I note the motherfuckers that got jetted out in every which direction.
Yeah, there's a few people on the floor with broken bones. And yeah, probably gonna go to the doctor's, the cleric's office, and be like, please help. But they all seem to be parting because there is a man in sort of a priestly garb, backed by two paladins of the same order that fought you before, Sloane, and a thin elf covered in tattoos, who has a very sort of piercing gaze, just glaring up at the three of you. They have knives on their hips.
I'm gonna step up to this one.
So they're about to start coming up the stairs. You're gonna head down to them.
No, I'm just gonna wait for them to come up to me.
Okay. As Ignis turns away from you, Sloane, you just hear this. No matter what reasons other people tell you, you fight for me. Never forget.
Can I just have a moment, please? There's so many people talking to me.
No response. Just idols, I guess. The priest gets to the top of the ramp, sort of looks to the three of you. What have we here?
Please excuse me. We had a sudden moment of unfortunate magical outbursts. As I give a slight bow to the priest. My name is Ignis Brimlight. I am a man of the light, if you will.
Well, while strictly no rules were broken, you did not perform any acts on the surface. This is still wrong, what you've done here. You will all be coming with me. We'll have to get to the bottom of this.
I'd be more than willing to have this discussion here, but I will not be threatened. Neither will my allies. If you wish to talk, you talk to me. We will not be going anywhere unless we wish to leave ourselves.
What is wrong?
Like that.
You caught the beast in the dome, yes?
Of course.
This priest steps forward and holds out a hand. Thank you very much. We appreciate your settling the matter so quickly.
Or does he sort of very awkwardly takes the hand?
Is there anything we can get to repay you for your efforts here?
You can let them go.
Well, you know.
Unfortunately, my superiors will not allow that. They must.
They've done nothing wrong according to your own rules.
We're in a grey area.
Well, then let me make it black and white for you. Were any rules immediately broken?
The spirit of the fighting ring is that it's a one-on-one combat, and
fighters choose death or blood, and blood was spilled, but the paladin kept fighting.
Yes, and then also on top of that, many of the fighters come running towards our ally in droves. I thought that was a rule to be broken, so I found it necessary to repel the rule breakers.
And their agitation would only increase the danger of our friend, so I contained her.
And I prevented more potential death from happening. Well, yes, a couple of broken bones, and I'm sure you of faith like myself can definitely provide them with the care that they need in the near future.
This is really not the place to be doing this.
Oh, I disagree. We stay. I'm asking politely. Do not
choose to come with us.
Make me choose.
Or you could leave our island.
We are in need of a few bits of supplies, and we will leave post haste.
You will come with us and answer questions, or you will leave the island.
I
We are
more
being
than
What if
reasonable.
these-
questions here?
Well, what if these two leave? I will acquire what goods we need, perhaps as reward for ending this crisis, as you graciously offered. Then we will be out of your hair.
This seems acceptable. I would like to send someone to talk to them still on a ground of their choosing if they are leaving. I assume you came here by boat or airship?
We came here by boat. I will talk to our ally Yako to
Oh, Yako.
discuss.
Came with Yako.
Yes.
Yes.
We will have discussion on the dancer.
Are
So he
you
might
the
be
ones-
preoccupied at this point with copulation.
That's probably true.
I'm not sure. I needed to know the specifics. I was warned that the dancer was coming this way with belligerence by the Maoris.
Yes, the dickheads.
I can see why they might think as much. Now, we had no intention to lock you away. We merely needed some questions answered. There has been some people of significance injured, and we need to fill a report. That is all. You fought on the
believe-
platform. You will not be detained. Merely, we need to vacate this area. There's still people hostile to you and yours, and the cleanup should begin, don't you think? There is a dead man with parts all over. Do you not think, holy man, that it is wrong to sit here and be argumentative over where a man once stood, is now dead?
I'm argumentative over your nature.
I'm being
Whether
very
or not
calm.
I care about the other man, I am more than willing to help should he need it provided. But it will be in the discretion of the dancer. And I look to Sloan. We're leaving. And I turn to Ulrich. Try and just do details, please.
The priest turns to the tattooed elf with knives, and she sort of looks up at him. He's like, Scarlet, follow them. And then looks back to you, Ulrich. You their leader here.
No.
No,
No, I
is
might be
a
the best
face
to
man in this
negotiate with.
situation.
Nothing of the sort that we are doing is preventing you from giving this man his last rites and cleaning him up. In the
Of course.
process of this conversation,
I would like you all to leave the platform so we can start cleaning up. That's one of the reasons we came here. To move this spectacle elsewhere.
well, easily enough.
Yeah, and I do look to Ulrich. You can handle this, I'm sure. Very well.
Is there anything you need from the shops?
Just grab me some component pouches and if you can find anything particularly magical for defense, robes, rings, anything like that, should be fine. And I kind of just pat on Sloan's shoulder. You need anything?
Honey,
Yeah. Audio. Yeah.
Not from him.
well,
Then I will provide that method when we get back. And I look towards the thin tattooed elf. You're with us, yes?
just looks at you.
That's fine. I mean, if you want to be a dick about it. All right, come on, let's go. Fuck.
And as you leave, she just follows.
And Sloan in tow.
Mhm.
And we're gonna make our way back to the dancer.
What was your name? You who conjured the Force Dome.
Oryx Solaris.
Ah, I believe there was a bard of that name a long time ago.
Mhm.
You're the
Yes,
same.
I think so. Millennia have a way of changing things or loosening memories.
They do. You seem to be the only one here who is capable of being reasonable. So maybe you and I can have a discussion while you pick up the things you need.
Well, I'll be here to pick things up. I suppose I can afford to answer some questions,
Now,
given some assistance in acquiring what I need.
understandable. That seems reasonable. We had several agents watching the scenario unfold and have details from them. However, one was injured and another came to report to me. So missed sort of the middle of the fight. Could you please let me know what happened with the young paladin Sahar?
Well, I was some distance from the fight, so as far as exchanges between Sloane and your man, I don't know the specifics of their words exchanged. But when antagonized, when she is fighting, it can be difficult for her to control her anger. So, when the paladin did not give up upon first blood drawn, she sees those jobs done when it's to the death.
Interesting. We arrived to see the end, and a brutal end it was. A fight cut from a sword, even being crushed by a hammer, all horrible ends, but at least makes sense in combat. She did was different. She picked up a man and ripped him too.
Well, much the same. Results are no different. A corpse dead by any means is a corpse.
That is how I will submit it in my report, yet I need to know if she's going to be a danger to others.
No.
Or we have outposts amongst these islands, and we need to know.
Given the rules and structures of your battle barge, until the end when your other men stepped in, I saw no reason to intervene due to the rules. Outside of that barge, I can keep her in check. I advise you reconsider these pits.
Well, generally, we don't have such problems. My people don't. We bar no one. You can find everyone here. We have people from Jokelheim, barbarians who've murdered hundreds. But they will be treated the same as a priest from my own temple. It's a universal trading post, and we need to make sure everyone is given the same treatment. As such,
Nothing that you just said seems to warrant a fighting pit.
Well, generally, that is where our adherents train. There is maybe
it seems
2
strange
hours.
seems strange to have all these folks of the world able to fight in your adherents' pits. Can't they spar with one another? Can't they fight one another? Not
2 hours a day.
Or do you need the gold?
We do.
Trading port not doing so well.
Not lately. I was organizing for a party to head out and try to deal with the problem, but one was hit by a falling man, and well, they won't be heading out for us anymore.
Well, depending on what issues you have, perhaps as a token of good faith, we can help you.
This would have been...
Given it's sufficiently interesting.
Well, you seem to be a man of learning, and we have scrolls, books, and knowledge from all over the world. We are the adherents of the gods of sea and wave. There is not a nation in this world we do not touch. If there's something you need, we can find it. Guarantee you that. So if that piques enough interest, perhaps you could help. However, as I was going to say, this would have been a lot more smooth if your allies had just come and talked, as opposed to being, well, belligerent, as we were told they would be.
We have a history of bad luck when it comes to following people who tell us to go places. You see, as the world is getting stranger and stranger every day, I don't know if you've heard of the tales of the mainland, but we do not have a lot of faith in institutions, in our experience.
Well, perhaps we could give you some faith. Let us walk. We'll find what you need. And we'll just go check on... we're actually going to make this one a little bit earlier than normal, but we'll let Ignis Sloan have a chat. Because I feel like they wanted to have a talk, but then the fight started. So
yeah,
let's see as they sort of get to the dancer.
Yep.
And when you guys enter the jungle, you could not see Scarlet. She was gone. Don't smile, Shannon. I had this name for about 8 years for this character, all right? Shush.
I'm sorry.
Is she a lava genasi?
No, she's not.
Does she have red hair?
She's a slayer. Right, so as you guys get there, and as you sort of making your way down, it's like the shale towards the ship. You sort of turn around, and it's almost like she just materializes out of the jungle. Makes her way down, just waits for any gangplank or whatever you guys are going to do to get onto the boat.
I call down to have the plank brought. See if anybody will do it.
Call out, and after a minute, the boat sort of just like rocks side to side, as if like waking up, and the gangplank just like one piece of wood just like grows out to be a way for you to get up.
Nice. And we kind of beckon us to walk on deck and take a step right over towards the bow and sit down crisscross applesauce as I usually do and just stare at this random elven woman. I feel like we are in a much more discreet place. Ask your questions now and we'll be on better behavior, I promise.
She just looks at you and then walks to the bow of the ship. And in a pouch on her hip, she takes a ring and puts it into her finger and holds it into the air, and like a flare shoots up. And she just sits against the railing, watching you.
Was that magic?
Yeah, but it's like an actual flare sort of thing, but it's just been like magically placed into the ring.
Was that necessary? Fine. Your questions.
And she just sort of sits there, like she's not going to ask any questions. She's not the questioner. She's just there to keep an eye on you.
Ah, I see. Would you be willing to plug your ears and go la 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 for a little while? I'm asking nicely.
Shakes her head.
All right. People testing my patience today. So, turn back to Sloan.
Sat crisscross in front of you.
Oh. Oh. It's perfect posture. It's good. Helps get things flowing, really.
As I'm slouching.
Yeah. Try to be nice. I feel like there are two things that can be done, but not a lot can be immediately done. Let's talk about your blade for a second. Start with that. I'm not going to judge you. Don't feel shame. You made the
Too
decision.
late for that.
I know, but you made that decision, and I'm not going to judge you for it. Now you have to ask yourself, how do you intend to move forward with this?
I do not have an answer right now. Other than I don't think I should go to any more fighting pits.
I think so too. But I wanted to contemplate the nature that perhaps it would have been good to try. See if you were able to get all the buzzing from everything that's been going on to a much more centered point.
It was for a little while, and then it went too far. Again.
There are methods to assisting in this matter. They are very difficult. And on one shoulder, you'll have a lot of reasoning and people telling you to not do something. Then on the other one, there's a lot of people that will, or at least in this instance, an individual that might try to convince you to do exactly what the others are telling you not to.
That is right.
I think something like that can be satiated. You see me as what? A brimming beacon of light, probably. Yes?
You are very bright, yes.
When I was a young man, I was not that. Much younger. Far more wild. Burning everything I could. I had a lot of anger in me. But I began to see that anger, the perhaps even darkness in me. I thought that was bad at first. I tried to purge it. I tried to escape it and run from it. I saw that was folly.
I don't know what that word means.
It means you will fail. Folly is failure. To not succeed. But I thought something better. Fire is both a weapon and a tool. And I cast a little flame in my hands. Fire can keep us warm. It can guide us through the dark of night. It can also burn and destroy. It can tear apart lives. And as I grew older and my skills refined more, I decided to use that rage, that anger, that pain that I always had for so long. I decided to use that for protecting people, to heal them. And I know that you want to protect Ulrich. The old Ulrich. That you want to do good. And that the decisions you've made till now are to do them for good. To fight war for good.
They don't turn out good.
Most of the time they don't. I set an entire city aflame to prevent a calamity. And every single one of those souls, they bear the weight on me. But how many millions more lives did not die? How many more people did not have to suffer through that disease? To be twisted and entrenched in suffering. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it's good, but you can change the tides of things if you just look in and draw the right blood, use that right fire, fight the right fights. Don't just lose the rage and accept the blood, but know where to draw it from and where to focus it. And who to focus it for. And kind of just try and look up and... Today was a bad day. And in this world, there will always be many. But tomorrow could be a better one. And that's what you should fight for. Destroy everything that takes away that true happiness. That would take away from your friend's happiness. It's okay to fight this war. But eventually, when it comes time, and you turn to all your friends and you desire our help, we will step up and we will. And I will be right at the forefront to do so. So yes, no more fighting pits for a little bit. But when the enemy comes, I want you to lose it. I want you to see the enemy for what it truly is, the one who wants to destroy us, the one to kill us. And I want you to just unleash. Find your calm now, because rage builds within the storm.
Thank you, Ignis. There were a lot of words you used that I didn't hear before, but I think I understand.
And thank you for not killing me. I mean, that is due to in part to Auric, but
my heart hurts for him.
I'm sorry?
My heart hurts for him.
And that's normal.
As you say that, from the jungle come 4 people, priests and paladins, and they just sort of sit by the beach. They don't interrupt you at all, but they do start sort of like casting some sort of gentle spell that just affects the water around you, around the ship.
Okay. Because we don't want to piss off Yako, really.
No, neither do they. And as with my heart hurts for him, and that's completely normal. We're actually going to end the session there a bit earlier tonight. But if you do want to continue this conversation, just let me know, and it will be the first thing we do next session.
All right.
Sounds good.
Ignis reaching out to his party.
Yeah, I was actually happy that happened, so that's good. Yeah, so we are going to do just a really, really quick round. Just throw a single favorite moment that someone did, and then we're going to just do our goodbyes. Actually, do tell us who you are, where you're from, your favorite moment, and I'll go to the next person. So we're going to reverse order. Arron.
Yes, my favorite moment. Hello. I'll do what I usually do at the end of these. But my favorite moment was watching Sloan fuck up a guy. Because I like that kind of shit. I like it when like things get real twisted, and then it's just like, now we face the consequences of our actions.
Yeah.
But I also enjoy that moment where it's just like, but what if somebody stepped in?
And where are you? Who are you? Where are you from?
Oh, yes. I am Arron. I'm otherwise known as Yarshian. I am the creator of Danmachi, the Abridged series. I'm also basically the every person that does the everything for D6, which we run. We're currently running our show here on Roll for Damage, which is D6 Black Archives, which is our 4th campaign into the world of Erzheimel that I've been running for the past 6 years. We are going to be back this Sunday, mainly because of scheduling from last week, but episodes are going to come out relatively soon. They're going to get really spicy. Oh, and also on top of that, if you're interested in a podcast version of that, we are over on Spotify and now also Apple as well, the Apple podcast, which we have been really like, man, we should probably slightly expand that, but glad we did. And if you want to check us out, it will be at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And join us for the little bits of chaos we have in store. We're doing a heist this week. So if you're a little interested in that, then by all means. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Who's next?
Next would be Shannon.
That's me. I've been the really, really murderous barbarian, but feels really bad about it. It's not fine. I ripped a guy in two.
It's just, you gotta do it. It's just what you gotta do.
I had to let it out. I really enjoyed the end of that fight where both of the magic people came and like put up those walls and were essentially like, if you didn't do that, Sloan wouldn't have calmed down. So
yeah,
I really liked that you intervened, and just the way that you handled that, and both of you was excellent. And what's next? Oh yeah, I'm Shannon. I'm from Paradise Productions. I'm our community manager. We have lots of programming on our channel. Wow, words are hard right now. You know what? I'm just gonna let Sean do the stuff, because I just ripped a man in two, so I'm a little flustered.
It's been a long week. I think everyone's a bit tired.
Yeah.
It got too
Yes,
spicy.
Sass Master, 100%. Yes.
That's true. She is Sass
Definitely
Master
Sass
of
Master.
Paradise Productions. You should put that in your bio.
I should.
Sass Master of Paradise. I am Sean of Paradise. I am the creative director. I am the DM for Advantage in Paradise, our flagship show, we are in sort of the act 3 of our campaign. So it's a really juicy time to jump in. We also have some video game content. On Tuesdays, we have another Play in Paradise with Alex and Mike. They've been playing Gloomhaven, but I know since Alex is a bit busy right now, Mike has been playing Sea of Thieves, or is planning to play Sea of Thieves while Alex is not here. But Alex should be coming back soon. Thursday nights, when I'm not decimated by grad school, I stream. And I do crafting, and I play video games. I craft terrain for our campaigns and paint minis.
Cool.
And then play video games with with Shannon's husband from time to time. And Sundays, we have the most powerful hour on the internet, the Sean and Shannon Power Hour, where we recap our main flagship show episodes and sass each other to no end, and troll each other.
It's so much fun.
And yes, we do have we have season 1 of Advantage in Paradise is all up on YouTube. Season 2 is caught up every Sunday on there, so it's a great place to check out. We have
a special Scarlet one shot. I forgot.
what
2
I was
weeks.
about to say.
Oh, sorry.
We have that's okay. We have a special Scarlet one shot on March 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern time, where we're going to explore Scarlet's backstory a little bit, to give some context to her current predicaments in the campaign. You don't have to have watched the campaign to enjoy it, so feel free to stop by. It'll be you can watch it right before you watch Critical Role or whatever else you do, or before you watch Kelsey's
World of
World of Darkness. But yes, my favorite moment tonight. I mean, I'm always a fan of. I'm a big fan of the dichotomy that is Ignis, in that Ignis is altogether a troll at times, an aggravator, who knows how to push Oric's buttons even when he doesn't have a soul, and Oric knows how to push him back. But also then on the other side of the coin, Ignis is very thoughtful, and I'm always a big fan when Ignis gets very thoughtful and has a moment to be kind of that guiding
Your guiding light.
Cleric. Yeah, and a guiding light for someone. It makes me think of, one of my favorite Ignis things of all time was his interactions with Kevin's character back last season.
I'll note this actually because I want to do it real quick. When I made Ignis, I had the idea of him being like a campfire.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, he's very warm. He cooks your food, and it's something where everyone can huddle around. But if you fuck with it, it will burn you.
That's a really good way to put it. That is a really good way to put it. And then I'll just tag on before signing off. I thought you handled the fighting pits with tact, Nova. In pushing the pressures in the right areas and letting go at the right areas. I thought it was really the narrative control there, and then giving Shannon narrative control at some points was really good.
I've been playing a lot of other systems lately, like trying to play them, which are all about giving players narrative control. The DM has barely any, and it's interesting, and I want to try it with you guys at some point. It's kind of I did some last night, which has got me today doing that sort of stuff.
I'm a big fan of stuff like that, and when you're with a group that you can trust, it's always good.
I enjoyed, for my favorite moment, just a little bit I had with Auric towards the end, where it's just like two reasonable men being reasonable back and forward, and they're just like both these calm, yes, I do agree, we should. He didn't have an argument about the fighting pits, really. It's been a tradition, so he's like, I don't have anything. He just like ignored it and just kept going with something else, because what do you say? Yeah. So maybe you don't have a place where people can murder each other, but people want to murder each other. So, and just kept going. But yeah, hi, my name
is progressive about fighting pits.
Hi, my name is Nova. I run Roll for Damage. This is my homebrew world. This stuff flagship game. Got more games coming. I'm really, really tired, so I'm gonna wrap this up pretty quick and just find someone to raid. Thank you all for playing and being patient. I know a lot of today was the fight scene. I feel like when we finally go to the temple, it's gonna be Holy Man who gets most of the spotlight, because it's gonna be, but my religion says we do this, and back and forward. So yeah, let's find someone to raid, guys. You got any preferences? We got any friends that are playing D&D?
Let's see. We've got Roll for Chaos is playing tabletop. It's one.
Roll for Chaos.
RF Chaos. It's RF Chaos in there.
There is a channel being recommended to me, Weave the Tale.
Yeah, we have raided them a few times. I can raid them again. Don't bother me none.
That's a good idea. They got 15 right now.
Same as us. Alright guys, can I get you all just to stick around for like a minute while I get the I'll do the little outro blah, 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 ad. It really helps the channel, so please stick around for that, and then we'll be raiding Weave the Tale. So yeah, everyone wave goodbye, and don't stop waving ever.